All right, Dan, will it be a problem that our engagement party happened after we filed a K-1?
Engagement party after you filed a K-1. Well, you know, there's nothing, you can have your engagement party anytime you want. I guess, to reading into the question, are you saying that you got formally engaged, you had already filed and then you later got formally engaged? You know, you are supposed to have an intent to marry when you file. In fact, one of the documents that you have to provide is an intent to marry from each of you. And so, technically, you're supposed to have established that we are engaged and are going to get married before you file the K-1. If you happen to have a party later, I don't think that's in violation of anything. You know, I'm not an expert on these kind of things, but I don't think people tend to have engagement party the same day they get married, the same day they get engaged. I mean, typically I would think that people get engaged and later they plan a party for their friends. And so, yeah, I don't see how that's a problem. Just make sure the engagement party doesn't look like a wedding. You know, we've had people get tripped up where they're in a foreign country, the family of the foreigner really doesn't have the means or can't get the visa to come to the U.S. and for all these reasons, the foreigner knows that the family can't attend the wedding, so they have like an engagement ceremony or kind of a mock wedding so that the family can attend and see the ceremony that they're not going to be able to attend in the United States. What you got to be careful there is that it doesn't, that it's not any kind of legally binding marriage, because you know there's all kind of rules and laws all around the country, and while getting married is a very formal process here in the United States, I mean, you know you're married, you've signed a license. That's not the case in every country. Some countries, you know, just standing up and having a ceremony that culturally could assume that you are now legally married, and if you're legally married you can't do a K-1. You've got to cancel that and do a spousal visa, and we've actually had people have trouble with that. They'll have pictures and it'll look like a wedding, and they take that to the interview and the interviewer says, looks to me like you're already married. You can't do a K-1, you're already married, go start over. And so be careful, make sure we're not wearing wedding attire, or if we are, those aren't necessarily pictures you want to share. Check the local customs where you're at and make sure nothing you do puts you basically in a legally binding matrimonial circumstance, because then you can't do a K-1. You could come back and do a CR1, a spousal visa, but you would have to start over from the beginning.
If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to us if you could hit the like button and comment below to let us know what you think. You can also ask your own immigration questions in the comments below. If you want to make sure not to miss any of our future videos, we invite you to subscribe here on YouTube and be sure to click the notification icon so you can be alerted whenever we publish a new video. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, where you can watch our regular immigration Q&A live streams.